Good morning बच्चों. Let's continue the topic, that is cell. As I told you, cell is basically of two types. You can divide the cell as per the presence of nucleus into two types. The first one is known as prokaryotic cells. As the word itself defines, pro means primitive and karyon means nucleus. Is it clear? So here we are discussing regarding the cells, those who are primitive in nature. Basically, they are small in size, right? And second, the major thing, they don't have distinct nucleus. They don't have distinct nucleus. So distinct nucleus is absent. Is it clear? Now the second one, it is known as eukaryotic. Eukaryotic cells are basically bigger in size. U means well, so they have well developed nucleus. As you know that karyon means nucleus, so they have well defined nucleus. Okay, they are bigger in size. Most of the multicellular organisms, they have these cells, right? But if you will say only multicellular, no. Unicellular organisms are also carrying these cells. And one thing I would like to tell. So, as I told you that one thing I would like to tell you here, that is Ernest Haeckel. He proposed kingdom Monera to keep these prokaryotic organisms, or you can say taxonomically they have given a separate group to these cells. So the prokaryotic organisms, they come under the kingdom Monera. And this was given in the year of 1868. Now coming to eukaryotic cells, as you know that these cells are having distinct nucleus, and most of all multicellular organisms and few unicellular organisms are comprising these cells. So unicellular organisms again. Here Ernest Haeckel, the same scientist, in the year of 1894, he proposed kingdom Protista. To keep these eukaryotic unicellular organisms. So is it clear? Rest of the multicellular organisms comprising of eukaryotic cells, including fungi, plantae, animalia, all are there, in which multicellular organisms are there, and they are having the cell type that is known as eukaryotic. So is it clear to you all? Now moving ahead, I am going to change, and I would like to tell you that these cells are not only, one very important thing that is coming in my mind, I would like to tell you, if you compare the cell of a rat and cell of elephant, what is the basic difference? Tell me. चूहा इतना बड़ा सा, एलिफेंट बहुत बड़ा, तो क्या सेल के साइज में डिफरेंस होता है? नहीं बच्चों, सेल सब में सेम होती है. The only difference that they are having, it is on the number. The rat will be having the same cell size size, but the number of cells are lesser if you compare with the elephant. So is it clear? Second thing, if you talk about the tissue, that tissue is having more or less same type of cells, right? As you all know that tissue are a group of cells which perform a similar function. So if you talk about the shape of the cell, the shape to it is unlimited. You cannot think of it. Can be oval, circular, right? Now they are rectangular also, columnar, elliptical, cuboid, fine. जो भी आप शेप सोच सकते हो, हर शेप में सेल अवेलेबल है. As you know, अभी आपने अगर जब हम लोगों ने नर्वस सेल का टॉपिक नर्वस सिस्टम पिक किया था, so you have seen that axon and dendrites were there. So उनका साइज और शेप आपने देखा था. So it's a common neuron cell. Here you can see. If you talk about WBC, they are irregular in shape, right? So these irregular shaped cells, अभी मैंने आपसे क्या कहा, they are having n number of shapes, but there are few cells like WBC of humans, right? So an amoeba, the common example you can take here. इनका जो सेल होता है बेटा, ये सेल टाइम टू टाइम अपना शेप क्या करता रहता है, चेंज करता रहता है. So these are amoeboidal cells. They are irregular. Coming to the size. अब चलिए साइज का एक चार्ट उठाते हैं हम लोग, साइज को पिक करते हैं. तो let's discuss first of all, we'll discuss about the prokaryotic cells. प्रोकैरियोटिक सेल में जो नोन आपकी स्मॉलेस्ट सेल है, द स्मॉलेस्ट सेल, इट इज माइकोप्लाज्मा. Commonly we call it PPLO or the pleuropneumonia-like organisms, and scientifically, if you remove, it is Mycoplasma gallisepticum. Is it clear? What is the size? The size is only 0.3 micron. For your understanding, I would like to tell you 1 micron is equal to 0.00001 milliliter. So now you can imagine the size of this mycoplasma cell. The largest bacteria or the largest bacterium it is known as Bacillus anthracis. And the size of Bacillus anthracis is 3 micron to 10 micron. Is it clear? Now we will discuss about the eukaryotic cells. In eukaryotic cells, stock is creating a little bit problem. So in eukaryotic cells, beta, the largest you can consider, it's a ostrich egg, and with shell, the girth is 15 centimeter. This is with shell, okay, and without shell it is 8 centimeter. I think it is clear to everyone. After that, the ostrich egg we have covered. What else I can tell you? Here I can let you know the muscle fiber. Muscle fiber. It is approx 10 micron to 30 centimeter in length, right? And nerve fibers, as I told you, they are considered as the longest fiber. So the axons are approximately 100 micron to 1 meter in length. They are considered as the longest fibers in animals. फाइन. अब इसमें एक लास्ट ट्विस्ट हम लोग डालते हैं और उसके बाद मैं वीडियो ओवर करती हूँ आपका. यूकैरियोट्स में जो सबसे छोटी सेल है, द स्मॉलेस्ट सेल, इस स्मॉलेस्ट सेल को ये है किसमें, सबसे पहले ये बता दूं, इट इज फाउंड इन माउस डियर. माउस डियर की जो आरबीसीज होती हैं बच्चों, इनका मेजरमेंट सिर्फ कितना होता है, 1.5 माइक्रोन. So if you compare 1.5 micron with the largest bacterium, Bacillus anthracis, it is smaller than this bacteria. So this is all about the size. And at last, छोटा सा एक टच में आपको प्लांट के बारे में भी बता दूं. प्लांट सेल्स में बेटा अगर हम लोग जाएंगे तो जो सैपलिंग्स होते हैं, चलिए इसमें सबसे ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट फाइबर्स को हम उठाते हैं, दैट इज कॉटन. जो कॉटन फाइबर या कॉटन सेल्स होती हैं, इनका लेंथ होता है 4 माइक्रोन. इफ यू विल कम टू जूट, they are approximately, if I'm not wrong, 30 micron to 100 micron. And if we'll talk about hemp, the hemp fiber, they are more than 1 meter in length. 1 meter in length. So is it clear to everyone?